Here we
Good
are.
morning. How's how's this wonderful snowy weather treating you?
Ugh, not good.
Not good.
I
I
was
know.
ready. I have my golf clubs ready. I was ready to go golfing. And here
It's
we
not
are.
nearly it's not nearly as bad
No,
as
it'll
I
be
thought it
gone
was going to be,
quickly.
but we're supposed to get like 2 feet of snow.
Oh, not for, yeah, I already got like 8 inches of snow this morning. So, and it's going to snow all day. So I'm probably going to get 18 inches of snow today.
That sucks. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
dude.
that's all right.
Well, let's
It's
talk about happier things like,
right.
the market
Going
tanking.
down. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, right. Oh my God. It's been a
Yeah.
rough week. And now I got another head cold. So it's like, damn, here
Yeah.
we are. But you know
It's just
what?
it's just not getting any better.
The market dipped. So that kind of made me happy though, because it's a good
It's
time to buy
nice.
some more,
It is nice.
right?
And it makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
so well, before we get started, just want to remind everybody that, we're not financial advisors, so anything that we talk about, if you're inspired to buy something in the crypto world after we're done talking, we want you to take full responsibility for those things. In addition to that, uh, leave in the comment section if there's anything you want us to check out, because we're going to be checking out some of the coins that we monitor. Um, and like Brian said, it is a good time to buy right now. So we're kind of pumped about that. And oh, the other thing that I wanted to mention was um when moon. No, I'm just
Wind moon.
when moon, when Lambo. When's it happening?
When's it happening?
Yeah,
Huh.
why don't we look into that first actually? Do you want to check out the Bitcoin chart?
Yeah, here.
Oh, because I you found an article I definitely want to check out at some point though, is the Ethereum ETF
Yeah,
article.
I haven't really. I just found it this morning. So
Yeah, that's really interesting. So,
yeah.
yeah, when moon, when Lambo.
I just apologize now. I have to mute every so often. I do have this cold going on.
Oh, you're
So
good.
here we are, Bitcoin.
Look at that. Look at that flag that you've created
Right?
there.
So, and it's definitely going to the top of the top resistance line here, riding just below the 20-day moving average. So could we actually have a breakout in the next couple days? That's a possibility. Or could it be a fake breakout? Kind of push above this, but gets pushed back down and could go back down and test the 50-day moving average, which is around 59,000. And then, break out several days after that down around here. Is that possible? I think they're both possible.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah, so
it's a
you want
catch
to,
22.
so a big thing too is you look down here, the volume. You can see there was a lot of volume when it was going up. If you have these strong uptrends or a big push up and there's not a lot of volume, it's probably not a real push up, but you see all the volume going up. And then you saw all this selling volume. Right? But it looks like to me the selling volume or the sellers are getting exhausted.
Hmm.
So if we have a breakout here and you see a lot of green, a lot of volume with that breakout, it's probably a real breakout. And to me, it would go ahead and break above its all-time high. So where would that go? Could it be 75,000? Could it be 80, 82? Me personally, I think it's going to be between the 80 to 82,000. And I think we're going to build up to this into the halving. So this is going to happen over the next, few weeks. Because what's left
Well,
for time from now to the halving? Probably like 30
geez,
days,
we have how
31
many?
days.
Yeah, no, the halving is actually very soon. It's so crazy.
April
Let's see.
24th or something. But anyway,
Yeah,
so
we got
that's
the big one.
happening on Bitcoin. I haven't even let me go to I want to see what the total market looks
We
like.
got 29 days left
29
until the
days.
halving.
So could that happen in
29
29
days, 8
days?
hours, 12 minutes,
I
51
mean,
seconds and counting.
this is the total market too, right? Kind of a bull flag there. Kind of,
Yeah.
similar pattern, and then let's do the total too. We'll get rid of Bitcoin. Um, this was much steeper. But you can see total two came down and almost tested its 50-day moving average. So who knows? I think, this could kind of be uh, either way. I think if it doesn't break out in the next couple of days, it's going to break out in the next 7 to 10 days.
That's reasonable.
So I'm not sure, after this video today, I got some thoughts of myself, how I'm going to play it. So I'm not sure yet either. So like Cody said earlier, make sure you do your own research if you get into some of these coins we're talking about today. So anyway, that's the total too. So another
We'll
one I
check.
really like.
Well, hold on. Before we do that, check
All
this
right.
out just for a second. So just to kind of update everybody on um where we're at with market fear and greed index, you got 75 right now, which is still, in my opinion, very
Hi.
greedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wasn't
you
it
got a
up to
great.
like 92?
Oh yeah, that was ridiculous. I mean, when you get up into those 90s, it's just like it's only a matter of time that we have to do some kind of a correction, you know? So it's just, to me, a healthy bull market is in the 70s. That's a healthy bull market, you know? So when you start getting down below the 50s and the 40s, it's like now you're just oversold. At least that's the way that I see it. When you're in a bull market, if you're below 50% per se or 50,
Right. And if you
way
look in the,
oversold.
yes,
This is healthy in my opinion. Anything in the 70s from 70 to 80, I really think is a healthy number. When you start
even
getting in the 90s, you are overbought, way overbought in a bull market. So that's just, you kind of think about it from that perspective. I think that's a huge thing to think about. And you look at
definitely.
it like we're establishing a new level where Bitcoin is now comfortably going to be in the lower 60s.
Right.
Comfortably. That's a very massive, massive thing for us right now. Because you remember when Bitcoin was getting comfortable with 20,000, back in the previous bull run. You know,
Excuse me.
so
True,
that's a
true.
3x. That's a 3x for comfort. I'm comfortable with that. I don't know about you,
Oh,
but
definitely.
yeah. So to me, that's that's a massive thing. And of course, the halving, the
There we go.
countdown,
29
30,
days.
29 days left till the Bitcoin halving.
Oh, April 21st. There we go.
Yeah. And I'm pumped about this because, and here's the thing. I actually am starting to believe that the after the Bitcoin halving, if you guys were to sell now, if you were to sell now, you are, in my opinion, you are pretty much shooting yourself in the foot because this is the time to buy. Once again, this is not the time to sell. This is the time to
No,
buy. That's,
this is still the time to buy.
right. And
Unless,
unfortunately, people are selling right now. So that's,
well,
those
you
are kind
don't
of
know.
like,
Are they long-term holders that are taking their profits?
right, exactly.
So I think there's going to be a lot of selling of Bitcoin at the 80 to 82,000 range. That's,
Yeah, that's fair.
yep. So,
It'd be
um,
so funny is if my previous prediction of Bitcoin's all-time high comes true. 90, what was it? 92,000?
you said like 98,000.
98,000. That's what I said. Yeah.
It's gonna be. I just saw something now. Instead of it's being 100,000 by the end of this year, they're saying
Brian,
150,000, and it
Brian's
could be
face is
by
just,
a
he's
quarter
just
of a
like, oh,
million.
dude, come on, you're stupid. What do you
Uh,
think?
did you say something?
Yeah,
No, but they're saying it could be like $250,000 of Bitcoin, a
I
quarter
know.
of a million.
It's just amazing to think. Like, I'm already genuinely stoked about $60,000,
Oh my God!
let
Right?
alone what we just saw last week.
Yeah. What was
Like,
it? What's its all-time
what
high
in the
now?
actual heck, man? I mean, that was like 72, 73,000 all-time high. Like, unbelievable. I mean, we might have even hit 74 for a second. I don't know. I have to go back and look at that.
CoinGecko has it at 73,737.94.
We might as well call it 74. I mean, dude, it's
Right?
like
Close enough.
we're hitting numbers that I never in my wildest dreams would have imagined that we've hit before the halving. That's,
I know.
like very, very interesting to me. But what's the most interesting thing is that we're holding a 3x. Like we're really, really establishing a 3x from the previous all-time high. No, I'm sorry, not the previous all-time high.
The
The
one, two,
20,000.
yeah,
Yeah, there's
the
something really
20.
fascinating about a 3x from two halvings ago. If you look at it from that perspective, two halvings ago, it's a 3x from that.
right from the peak,
Right.
from its all-time high, and we're not even at the
Right.
halving yet.
And we're not even at the halving yet.
So it's going to be a so it's going to be a 4x, 300% 4x by the halving. How's that?
Yeah.
We're going to gain another X.
Yeah. If we gain another X, man, I don't even know. I don't even know what to tell you about it. All right, dude, pull up that article about Ethereum because we have some bad news for everybody. Well, it's not bad news, but it's predicted bad news, is what it sounds like, right?
Yeah,
That the Ethereum ETF more
could
than
get
likely will not be
denied.
accepted. Yeah, it could get denied, which is
Uh,
really, really interesting to me because I would think that once Bitcoin sets the precedent of having an effective ETF, you would think
well,
that Ethereum would actually have one too.
I guess who knows? I mean, this is called cryptopotato.com. So who knows how much truth this site has? I don't know.
Anybody
So
know about crypto potatoes?
yeah, spot Ethereum ETFs will be ultimately denied following the latest delays.
Well,
So
there it is.
I guess on March
Pretty
19th,
confident
the
if you
SEC
ask me.
delayed its decision on whether to approve the spot Ethereum ETFs from Hashdex and ARC 21 shares. So and then they have final deadlines. So deadlines for ARC 21 shares is May 24th. Hashdex will get its application approved or disapproved on May 30th. Then you have VanEck is on May 23rd, and they're saying this will set the precedence for the rest of them. Supposedly, like the SEC didn't hasn't met with them like they did for Bitcoin about, I think, the funding or whatever it is. It was somewhere in here, but then but they met with BlackRock and Coinbase though. So
Oh,
who
interesting.
knows? Who knows? But
I
it's
mean, it's
definitely driving.
inevitable.
I think this is kind of driving the price down a little bit.
Yeah,
It
it's
kind of
got to be.
it could be like kind of like we're selling the news because the news just came out that they're going to get denied. Where
Hmm.
before that news came out, it was the hype. Ooh, Ethereum ETF. Maybe just a short-term bump, maybe. Who knows? But
Yeah,
yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I wouldn't if it does get denied first time around, I don't think it would get denied a second time around. But
you don't think so?
no. I mean,
Well, it's inevitable,
they already have a precedence with the Bitcoin ETF,
right?
right? So it's the same thing. You allow this one, but not this one.
Yeah.
So who knows? We'll see what happens.
Well, it's inevitable. It really is.
Yep.
It's you know,
But right now
Ethereum is
it's
just
making
as legit.
Ethereum a good price to buy.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
And then I see another article headline was Ethereum going to 4x by the end of 2024.
A 4x by
So
2024.
right, so that would put it like at $12,000 by the end of this year. So anyway, I mean,
Jeez.
I'm a believer that Ethereum's going to definitely have a all-time high in the five figures.
I mean, personally, I think that it's very, very doable to see Ethereum at 8,000. Definitely.
Oh, I think it's
Like,
very doable to see it at 12 to 15,000. Oh yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
eventually, yeah, definitely.
This
It's
bull
just
market.
yeah. Well, this bull market, I'm talking more so. Yeah. I'm thinking like before the actual bull run in 2025 because I mean that is what's going to happen. We are going to have a bull run in 2025.
Oh
That
yeah.
and it sounds ridiculous that like most people are thinking like, "Oh, this is the bull run." But
This
in
is the
all
bull run usually goes for 12 to 15 months.
yeah,
So
exactly.
I'm really thinking that
That's the way
let's
that I
see,
see
when did
it.
the bull market start? Really,
Started
look,
in
I mean,
October, November.
October, right? So October
Yeah.
2024, that's a year.
Yeah.
Uh, wow, so that could, hmm. But no, it's 12 to 15 months after the halving, right?
It's usually about that. Yeah.
Right. So that would be April 2025, so it'd be like summertime of 2025 would be the peak of the market.
Yep.
So I would not, I mean, our strategy we talked about is probably around April of 2025 because coins are going to spike at different times. Start looking to move some of our stuff into more stable assets.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I think,
right.
yeah, I am. You know what's interesting? I've been hearing a lot of people talking about. We should look at the charts for this too, because I think it'd be interesting to look up.
All right.
Is
What?
gold. Gold is also at an all-time high right now. Did you know that?
I'm gonna look. Let me go all. No, I did
It
not.
might be down now because all these things I don't really follow gold as much.
So gold versus the US dollar.
Yeah, I think that would be interesting to look at. I mean, it's a commodity that people have been holding on to for thousands of years. You know, I mean, it's
Well, what?
I
Crypto stocks.
but there's a lot of hype on gold and there's a lot of hype on silver. Silver is kind of, it's like that's in my opinion kind of like Ethereum Bitcoin in the actual flesh is the way that I kind of look at it.
I'm trying to find something. I've never looked up gold on TradingView, so just bear with me.
Yeah, you're good.
I guess I have a
I
gold's future I'm going to look at. See what that is. Holy shit.
think gold is definitely something
All right,
to
I'm going to
take into
share this.
consideration.
Ooh, wow, look at those two wicks.
Brian's
Excuse
having
me.
Brian's having a little sickness heart attack over there.
Now just all congested. Check out this chart,
Yeah, look at that, baby. That's what I'm
right?
talking about.
This
All-time
is
high right
gold.
there.
Holy, look at that wick, 2272. But
In So think about it this way, Brian. In thousands of years, okay, because Bitcoin's only what? We're gonna be pushing 20 years here. And how old is Bitcoin? It's like
11 years
15.
old.
Oh,
No,
11.
no,
That's
no,
right. No.
2009, 19, 15 years old.
Right, it's 15. So somewhere between 15, 20 years old. Gold is thousands of years old. We look at gold from back in the Bible. Okay, literally in the very beginning of Genesis in the Bible, they actually talk about gold. They actually mention gold. So we know that gold is like
Bless you.
8,000 plus years old. So
So,
with that being said, this is the first time in 8,000 years that we've ever seen gold hit the price that it is hit. That wick right there is a historical wick.
right. So, those 2 days, it's like an 11% gain, which is pretty big. But yeah, let me see.
Historical. Like, I mean, dude, this is like Bitcoin hitting $1 million, after like but imagine thousands and thousands of years, you know? It's just so interesting to me. Unless I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure that this is the highest that we've ever seen gold in
Wow.
history.
So this is wow. So I have like a 7 year chart up on gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's huh. Okay. All right.
Now
That's a gold's
it's
future.
slow as
So
frig. Like, I mean, this is not by any means a quick investment, but I will say it's not failing
that's
at
true.
all.
That is true. Definitely true. Well, since I have the
That
chart
one
up,
looks like it's finally taken off. Holy crap.
what this one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this was that was the monthly,
CLV, Clover Finance, baby. Yeah,
right?
for those of you, if you guys like our Clover Finance videos that Brian's been putting out, please give this video a thumbs up so we can put out some more for you guys because this is definitely one of our hot ones that we believe in.
Yeah. So there's the next price spot it's going, 33 cents. So, but yeah, I'm really been watching this one closely lately, as everybody knows with the videos. But let me go to my daily chart because if you've seen my other videos, you'll see that pennant, that bullish pennant right there,
Yeah.
right? So to me, it's getting choked out here soon.
What was your most recent video that you put out anyways? I should put that in the comment section. Or
Um,
not the comment section, but the
was it
oh,
Clover?
it was Theta. I think was it Theta?
Oh no, Theta, and then I did a Clover. So you can see it's
Oh,
pushing
Clover.
yeah, Clover's pushing against the bottom support line here. So could it break out? to the downward side, it could. And I think the first place it would stop at would be right at 10 cents, roughly the 20-day moving average. But depending on what the market goes, it could go down this range, the next stop. But the market trend is still up. So I think it might just in the next couple days break out of this, depending on what happens here in the next day. If this candle wick stays above the support line, I think we have a good chance of breaking out probably by the end of the weekend, Monday, Sunday night, Monday. And then to me, it's gonna go ahead and if there's any resistance there, then it'll, kind of battle that. But I don't think there'll be too much resistance, but we'll see. And then from there, there's nothing stopping it until 33 cents. And you can see the sell volume down here is pretty weak. So I think this support's going to hold. So I'm watching this closely. Again, it's definitely one of my top 5 coins I like. So
If you
anyway,
guys want
that's
to, well, if you guys want to watch Brian's video that he put out yesterday on Clover Finance, that's also in the description below to give you guys a more in-depth idea on what's going to happen there. Specifically, you guys should be checking out what's going to happen with on the 8-hour chart. Was that what it was? Is that what we were saying?
yeah, well, yep, but because there wasn't as much information, now we got more here on the daily chart from when I did the video, what a day ago, whatever. But here's the 8-hour chart, and that's really getting pinched as well.
Well,
So,
things change.
and it's still making higher lows, but lower highs. That's a
Yeah.
definite bear flag. I'm not bear flag, bull flag right there.
So I just
So,
switched over and bought, I think I just bought like $2,000 worth of CLV
oh, really? Oh, I wasn't
at
sharing
10
my screen on the
at
8
10
hour, was I?
cents.
I'm sorry.
I snagged it at 10 cents, Brian.
Really?
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, I picked up a little more down here. I bought some more when it broke the 10 cents mark. But yeah, here's the 8 hour uh, candle wicks. You can see it's
Oh, she's
definitely this is
touching that.
it's definitely support here. Could
Yeah.
we have a little wick down to the 50-day moving average? My line, you can see actually, I just realized this and noticed this. My line is pretty much riding along the 50-day moving average. So that's been holding as support. So I think this is going to start turning up and stay as support, and then we're gone. That's my projection, and this, who knows? It'll take that's why I think it's going to happen before the halving. If we just kind of follow that out and say, I got to get to 33 cents. I mean, even if it did something, who knows? I mean, that's only a few weeks, but it would, maybe I think it's going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
So,
that's looking pretty exciting to me because you got to touch that line, you know? I mean, like if it pierces through that line, and you're definitely oversold, I think.
but Bitcoin's looking in a similar, Bitcoin's got a bull flag instead of a bullish pennant. But
Yeah. So speaking of Bitcoin, really interesting. Some of these countries, man, they are just like exploding. Right? El Salvador doubles down on Bitcoin. Isn't that
right.
amazing?
Well, they were the first country to accept it as their national currency.
Yeah, so you got this country is setting a precedent for the others to follow. Moonwalker Capital. You know, I think what these guys are doing is actually going to completely change their economy in a positive manner.
Well, I think
And
crime has gone down as well.
yeah, I don't know much about that.
I want to say
Can you
there's some
see crime?
connection.
Are you able to look up crime charts at all? Is that even a thing? I know you can look
I
up
don't know.
there's like war charts.
Let me find it. I'll go down the rabbit hole real
I
quick.
like to listen to Alessio um some of his chart readings. And dude, it scared the crap out of me, but he did a war chart one time. And this was back in like 2000. This was like after COVID, somewhere around that time. It might have been just before COVID, but anyways, it was before the Ukrainian war broke out. And he was doing like a war chart. He's like, we are overdue for war right now. Like it hasn't happened yet. And I thought that was so fascinating. I'm like, overdue for war. Like, I mean, you actually have chart readings on war. So interesting. And so it
Really?
kind of makes me wonder, it's like, okay, well, I guess there's kind of a chart reading for everything. I mean, geez, you might have chart readings for crime rate going up and down.
If you can, if you can, you know, put values on different things, you can chart it.
Yeah, it's just
So,
so interesting. I mean, imagine being able to like not you can't predict it, but like being able to like have an actual reading of like, oh yeah, we're overdue for crime. Oh, we're overdue for terrorism. Oh, we're overdue for war. Oh, we're overdue for like it's just like it's scary to think about. It really is. But the fact
oh,
that we can actually read those kinds of charts is I don't know. Alessio was like it was he kind of opened up my mind to a whole nother world of thinking when it comes to chart technical analysis and whatnot. I thought that was fascinating. But yeah, so El Salvador, I really think that they are actually going to do really well this next as we continue in this bull run. And I'm actually really excited for them because I think that it's going to open up a whole nother precedent for all of the other surrounding countries around El Salvador and South America and Central America and at least that's the hope, to see what happens there because there's a lot of poverty-stricken countries out there in that area. And they need, if you want to get the proper resources, just get resources that have high volatility money coming into the market. I mean, you got to clean up your act too. So, I mean, there is something for that. I don't know anything about the political parties of these
I mean,
countries.
I can read. I did find an article.
I know that
So,
Colombia is not so good, but there's a lot of them that are not doing amazing
oh,
politically.
no, but here I'm going to share this article. We'll see uh what it says.
What does it say?
Here we go. El
El
Salvador,
Salvador.
from murder capital of the world to Bitcoin paradise? Question mark. What a
Jeez.
headline, right?
What
I
that's
haven't read this. 2019, El Salvador was known as one of the most dangerous countries in the world with a homicide rate of 50 per 100,000 people.
that's really, really
However, in less
disturbing.
than 2 years, the country's president, Naib, I'm bad with these names, Burkeli, has managed to turn things around by implementing a series of radical policies that have wiped out crime and made Bitcoin legal tender. The road to
Naib.
reforms became the president of El Salvador in June. He became president in June of 2019, and from the onset, he promised to tackle the country's high crime rates. One of the first things he did was to deploy the military to fight gang violence. He also launched a new initiative called the Territorial Control Plan, which aims to address the root causes of crime in the country by providing education, healthcare, employment opportunities in the most affected areas. In addition to addressing crime, he also focused on I can't why the monitorizing, I can't say that word, the country's economy. One of his most significant moves was to make Bitcoin legal tender. In June 2021, El Salvador became the first country in the world to adopt Bitcoin as its national currency. This move was aimed to improve financial inclusion and drive an economic growth by providing a secure and efficient payment system. Impact on crime. I got to it. Whew.
Woo!
The,
Made it.
the president's policies have had a significant impact on crime rates in El Salvador. In the first year of his presidency, homicide decreased by 60% from an average of 4.4 per day in 2018 to 1.7 per day in 2019. This trend continued in 2020 with a further 37% reduction in homicides, making it the safest year in 2 decades. Reduction in crime has brought a sense of calm and stability to the country, encouraging foreign investment and tourism. Adoption of Bitcoin legal tender has also had a significant impact on the economy. I don't know. All right. So anyway, Bitcoin's had an impact on it.
Yeah, so it sounds like he's just overall a good president,
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I don't
Definitely.
know much about him. I'm
I
sure
don't
that that's a
either.
very controversial thing to say, but I will say that like when you have economies changing for the better, and then that same individual that is leading that change is also accepting cryptocurrency as a primary source of commodity amongst the entire country, that is a massive thing for crypto in general.
It is.
So that's, I mean, I'm pumped about that. I definitely am. I think it sounds to me like we got to get more of those presidents in our countries.
right now.
I know that Eastern, like a lot of Europe is very open to stuff like this. There's a lot of Asian countries that are getting very open to this, but at the same time, the government still wants to have control of that.
Of course they do. Yeah,
But I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting. It'll also be interesting to see how things pan out for us here in America once we get through our election, like what's going to happen there. I want to know what Donald Trump's, because I think he's going to be president anyways, but I want to know what is going to happen as far as his policies and thoughts are on crypto in the coming future here, because I think that the majority of his staff, if and when he does become president, is actually going to be all for Bitcoin, like his advisories. I think so, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know.
he doesn't like it from what I've seen.
I don't know if
He's
he's telling
like,
the truth about that
right,
though.
who knows, right? He may be secretly building up a portfolio
I
of
think he's being
cryptocurrency.
smart. I think he's being smart because if you're going to
I
encourage
honestly, I
something,
think I
you
think
would
crypto's
talk
on
about
its.
the actual currency of the country.
So I think my opinion, crypto's on its path of
Oh
where
yeah,
it's going.
right.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who's going to be president. It might make that path dip a little bit if you're thinking of it as a chart, or it
Right,
might make
right.
that path go up faster. But at the end of the day, it's already in motion.
It is emotion. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. And
So
even
it might
it did
happen quicker or it might take a little longer depending who wins the presidency.
well, and we've also seen in the past, even with communist countries, that it doesn't matter if there's regulations that are put into place. It doesn't matter. It will
Right.
be on the path, whether it's communist or not. Whether you have someone who's like straight up saying, no, we're going to regulate you to, you're going to go to prison if you accept Bitcoin. It's, it's just like,
They've tried
it is
that.
truly amazing. It doesn't work. It really is funny to me how it doesn't work.
I know.
But taking away freedoms, dude, I love Bitcoin so much. I really do. I'm so pumped about it because it really is showing the whole world. It's almost like a reset for the world in some sense, where it's just like, I mean, think about what Satoshi Nakamoto was doing there. Like he was just like, I'm so sick and tired. I don't know what he was thinking, but to me, it almost sounds like it seems as if he was thinking, I'm so sick and tired of these people that are just, like these dictatorships, whether it be government or individuals. He's sick and tired of the dictatorships and saying, I'm going to put out something that basically is of serious value. It's going to measure commodities, is what it's going to do. It's going to measure commodities and currencies. And I'm going to put that out there, and the whole world is going to decide what that means and what that's worth and how much freedom is worth. I mean, that's really when I see Bitcoin, what I see is truly freedom. That's what I see. And so it's not just making a, shit ton of money. It's freedom is the way I see it. So, it's interesting to see how it's kind of overthrowing, trying to control countries. But people got to join it eventually. I'm done with my. Oh, you're on mute, I think.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was
Yeah, there
because
you go.
I coughed and I forgot to unmute.
No, you're good. Dude, oh, yeah, speaking of Donald Trump.
What about the Donald? Oh,
The,
look at that. Oh, nice.
he says, "You're a great wife, really terrific, really beautiful, really fascinating, really fantastic. Other wives, totally disaster. Everyone agrees, believe me." Oh, dude.
So
All right, so hey, do you want to check out some of these micro cap charts?
sure. Let me
Um,
pull up the chart and you can just
I hope we don't lose you from the storm because you've been like a little bit off and
glitchy.
on. It's not terrible though.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah, you only got like a foot of snow coming down outside.
That's all. All right. So,
Hey, while you look at that, I'm gonna just refresh my
well,
coffee really quick.
all right. Anything specific you wanted me to start with or just start?
Well, I think like we should definitely tag
I'm going to look at
some of the
CF.
ones that we've been monitoring. Like I think we should check out Dent. And we already looked at Clover. Be nice to look at Maple,
All right. We'll see. I'll start. Let's
whatever you got
go
in mind.
to All right.
I'll be right back.
All right. We'll look at DENT. I haven't looked at it in a little bit. Here we are. DENT. Hmm. That's the 8 hour. Definitely came down and tested the 200-day moving average. Nice little bump on it. Now we're testing and trying to break through the 20 and the 50-day moving average. We'll see what happens here. I think it's starting to turn that 0.00175 into support, it looks like, which would be nice, and bounce off that and get up back above the 0.002, and who knows where. That's on the 8 hour. I'm going to just pull up the daily real quick. Yeah, so the daily definitely nice up, and then this testing this. So got to be careful here. This was a steep drop in a sense. Just got to keep an eye on this. Make sure it's not like a bear flag forming, but the market is the trend is our friend. So definitely bounced off the 50-day. It gets above this 20-day. I think, it'll find resistance again around the 0.0022. Hopefully it'll break above that. But right now, yeah, if you're building a long-term position, it might be all right to buy some here, personally. Um, but anyway, this is one I'm just watching. Not really, it doesn't jump out at me to pick some up right now. So anyway, but I really do like Dent. I'll keep an eye on it because if it does break out of here, like I could see it, if it breaks out from the 20-day moving average and goes up, and even goes back and tests this wick, that is a 51% gain. Even if it just went back up to here, I mean, you're looking 20%. So anyway, there could be a trade there, but I want to let it develop a little more and see what happens before I would get involved. Excuse me. So that's dead. Another one I want to look at is WCFG because that thing skyrocketed. Look at this. I mean, it came down here roughly and tested its 200-day moving average on the 19th of March. So it's the 23rd. So that was like 4 days ago. And it spiked up to, almost 100% gain. That's crazy. Hold on. Let me get some more space here on the chart. Right? Look at that. So that is such a move. It peaked at 90, just about 96%. It's corrected back down, but it's still, at almost 70%. We'll see what happens with it here, but that was a big move. I want to zoom out on this. I want to see one thing on the weekly. Let me see. Here's the weekly. And just give me 1 second. Oh, on the weekly, whew, here we go. It's tested this here. And excuse me. So on the weekly, hey, so on the weekly here, it's yeah, it broke above this spot. Who knows? if it can break back above this, $1.10, it could shoot, who knows, up to the all-time high, $2 to $3.
All
But
right.
anyway, that's a couple charts on some coins. I got to step away for a minute, but Cody's going to take over.
Sounds good. All right. Yeah. Brian's got a work call he's got to check out. So, anyways, I think that right now, what's really interesting to take a look at is all the different coins that are on sale right now. So let's check that out. So we have currently, if we go to coinmarketcap.com, we currently have a total market cap $2.4 trillion. As we talked about earlier, the fear and greed index is healthy right now as far as a bull market goes. We're not in the 90s like we were the last week, which is, dude, the 90s is insane. I mean, if you're actually going to be on the fear and greed index and expect to continue to go up and you're in the 90s, I mean, it's only a matter of time that you're going to see a massive drop. I mean, or a correction is to correct myself, a correction. So, but we're going to start seeing green, I think, here very soon over this weekend. And if we were to take a look at what's happening as far as what's been actually jumping up, well, let's see what's going down right now. What's on sale? Not a whole lot on sale as far as the 24-hour chart goes. Or the 24 hours go. Well, I got ONDO. That's actually up 34% on the day, so it's probably going to be having a retrace on that. Don't know much about that, to be honest with you. We got Phantom has been actually jumping up quite a bit, but I don't know. It's so interesting to look at the numbers right now. It really is. Injective. I actually do think that Injective, let's take a look at that actually for a second. INJ. I'd be curious to know if any of you guys actually hold INJ. Put it in the comment section if you guys do that, because maybe this is something we should actually do a video on. So we got number 39 on INJ right now for the market cap. The volume, 24-hour volume is number 79. It's 20% down from that right now. Circulating supply, 93 million. Total supply is 100 million. So the fully diluted, we're only, 3 million sorry, 3 billion fully diluted market cap. That's really interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I do wonder if this actually is a good opportunity to buy, except for the fact that seems like it had yeah, this actually might be a good opportunity. It's 23% down on the 7-day. I'll have to have Brian take a look at the charts on this one once we get back. Injective, INJ. Yeah, I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts on that. But yeah, so, oh man, yeah, look at that. I honestly don't know much about Injective. Do you guys know anything about it? I mean, the fact that it's actually, yeah, it's doing pretty good as far as just looking for things to buy right now that actually are good to buy. Hey, Brian. Brian, I'm taking a heavy. Do you have any Injective?
I don't. But you know what? It's funny you said that because that was one of the coins I wrote down this morning to look at.
Well, I think we should look at that because I think as far as the 7-day, check this out. It's 24% down on the 7-day. So it's doing pretty good as far as like having its good retrace, but it's a high market cap option. It's nice to have options for high market cap. I mean, the other thing is I would actually like to see where the heck helium is going too, but I really am curious.
So that's another one I wrote down to look at.
What, helium?
Yeah. So yeah, I went through here. I went through CoinGecko and I just pulled up whatever list of coins and I listed them as biggest losers over the 7 days.
Yeah.
And Injective was up there, Helium was up there, and another one was SEI. And they were all up there, but on the daily, they were either a little green or just rebounding. So I just wrote them down to look at the charts.
Injective. We got to pull up Injective because I mean, when you look at the chart right here, it looks like it's like just looking at it, it looks like this thing is ready to jump out of this apex that it's approaching.
Yeah.
like something, because it is definitely an uptrend for sure, and I think it's gonna make a jump up. It's got to. I mean, I don't know. So I definitely want to pull that one up because I don't have any of it, and to be honest, I don't even know anything about it. I think it'd be interesting to look a
I
little bit
think I
more into
did
that.
a video on it or something once.
Did you
No,
really?
I've looked at the charts, I think.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
anyway, let me share my screen and get this chart going. And Injective. All right, here's the weekly, which is
Hey, we got somebody who commented saying that they hold Clover.
I love Clover.
It's Moss.
Really? I mean, me personally, I'm probably going to place another trade, a trade for Clover, outside of my long-term holdings of it. So Injective, look at this on the weekly. It's definitely, you know, hmm, just still kind of just slowly making, new highs here and there. Let me go zoom in on it.
What are
I
you
mean,
looking at? Is that the 8 hour? Yeah.
no, that was the chart right there.
What
That's
is?
the
Oh wait.
weekly.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong video here. I was looking at the streaming video. It
Wow.
lags.
So this is the daily.
Yeah, you got the daily there.
Oh my God. Look, I mean, to me, this is just,
It's really oversold, isn't it?
I mean, this is just a huge,
It is so on the volume point of control right now.
it's a huge the volume put of control is the middle of the consolidation zone,
Yeah, isn't that wild?
right? So to me, we had this up, now it's just sideways. So it's pushing back right now, and in general, it's pushing back down to this area. I would think it's going to come the way it looks right now. I think it's going to come back down here and test this line. Who knows? It might be close to the 200-day moving average down here. It tried to break out here, but didn't sustain the breakout and came back down. But that was a jump, you know. If you were trading, say you got down here on this low here and you hit that, I mean, that was a just almost a 50% gain, but it didn't sustain. It broke down and went back down below. This old resistance could not turn into support, so it broke back down. It's going back down. Volume point of control didn't hold. It's below that now. So that's what I think is going to happen. It's going to come down here, zigzag, gets back way up, and who knows? Um, yeah, that could take a little bit of time. So, it's possible it could get back up to this. I mean, it's very possible it could get back up to here, by the halving anyway. But who knows? I mean, you get several days of these big wicks. It could be back up here in no time.
Yeah.
That's on. So definitely it's in a consolidation pattern.
Yeah,
It's
it's
you
got it.
can,
Yeah.
but how big is that channel? That's a good sized channel.
Dude, that's like a freaking laser. Just like going
So
right
there's
through.
42% swing in this channel on a
Yeah.
day chart. So people could be trading this, definitely, taking trades, but I don't know. That's
Well, it's
definitely
down
interesting.
25% on the weekly right now, so
Right, that's from here,
you're right.
from
Yeah.
this peak down.
It's a
So
nice little grab. I mean, at least, I mean, to me, that maybe I'm wrong about this, but measure up to the top of your measure from where it's at to the top of your line right now. What is that as far as percentage
what do you
growth?
mean? Right
Like,
here
yeah, measure from there to your
to
not
the
not to the
resistance?
not to its all-time high, but
All
to
right, yeah, I get it. To the resistance.
right. And which, by the way, that is its all-time high, isn't it?
I'm not sure what it is. So that's like a 24% trade right there.
Okay. So it's not from the top of there. That is a week ago.
This is a week ago, right here.
Right. So that right there is more like a 20, that's like a 40% right there.
Actually, a week ago was right here, right? What's today's today? 23rd.
Today
So this was a week ago.
it is the 23rd. My big hand is in front of.
So that's a
Oh,
week ago right here. That wick right there, this green one.
yeah.
So from there, so it's down. So this is a 8 hour chart. So who knows? We'll see. Maybe it might rebound. It could stop here, you know, on the, you know, we'll
Well,
see what happens.
if it bounces off the volume point of control, which it hasn't, it's pierced through it. But if it does, if it's considered to be oversold from, the volume point of control,
This could be its low too. It might not go down here, but
right?
I don't know. I don't know. This one to watch, I only could get into so many different coins. So, but this is one I'll keep an eye on. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, I want to do some more research on it. If you guys know anything
Yeah.
about it, put it in the comment section because I'm actually really curious about
I
what it's
mean,
all
I,
about.
I can look it up real quick here.
Well, it's obviously like a
I,
decent
I,
coin if it's in the top 40. I mean, it's in the top 40 right now.
well, we have the technology. Let's just go to it.
Hey,
See what it
hey,
looks
what
like.
is it? I want to know what it is.
All right. We're just going to go to this website, injective.com.
Injective. It is injective.
Things moving slow. The blockchain built for finance.
Of course. You see?
Build and use the best Web3 applications on Injective, the fastest layer one blockchain shaping the future of finance. So it's a layer one,
That's it. I'm going to buy some right now.
backed by the best. Binance, Pantera, Jump, Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban's a part of it?
Yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
right? He's even right there on the screen. Blocks produced, on-chain transactions.
We should have him on the podcast sometime.
Yeah, right. Definitely.
Hey,
All
Mark.
for that. Create best-in-class financial apps.
No, if it has anything to do with finance, I mean,
Yeah.
we know that this is that's one of the booming
Featured
philosophies
apps.
of crypto right now is finance.
These are their featured apps on this. Dojo Swap, Helix, Hydro Protocol, Mido, Neptune. There's more. All right. No, we're not going down that rabbit hole. Let's see. Institutions. What's there? BH Digital, Binance Lab, Coinbase Institutional, Copper, Cumberland. Wow, they got some blockchains,
Yeah, you got quite a
exchanges.
bit.
They're everywhere on exchanges, wallets. Huh. Wow, how many of those wallets do you have? I have three of them.
Yeah, right. I got
Right.
one, I got two. That's it, just two.
So if anybody has TIA and is into staking, um, Kepler is like giving you like 14% staking on your TIA tokens, the Celestia token. So that's where I set my Kepler to get those benefits, those rewards. Just so. But anyway, Injective, definitely interesting. Definitely backed by some big companies. So
Big investors, big companies,
yeah,
famous people.
right. Mark Cuban, famous
Yeah.
rich guy. So anyway, that's a quick look at Injective anyway. There you go. I hope I answered your question, Crypto Cody.
Thank you, Bitcoin Brian.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I don't know how much more I got in me, man.
yeah, it's good with
This
me.
cold's kicking my butt.
Yeah, well, that's fine. We've been in almost an hour now, so that's fine with me. We can end it now. I got a team of people that work for me that are going to be coming over today. I'm making them brunch. So,
Oh, excellent.
yeah, I got to get that ready to go. So, and I got
All
to
right.
decide if we're even going to do that because of all the snow. So, but hey guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions about, some of the stuff we talked about, put it in the comment section. If you guys want us to look up different crypto videos or create more crypto videos for you guys more specifically, put that in the comment section. If you guys want us to do any coin reviews or, talk about anything, just put that right in the comment section. But
Yes.
also, if you guys could please subscribe, that would mean the world to us.
Yes,
Hit
it
the bell
would.
notification so you can see all the new crazy videos that we're putting out, you know? I think it's
Definitely.
fun.
Well, everybody
And
have a great weekend.
everybody have a great weekend. If you guys are getting as much snow as we are, be safe on the roads. But other
Yep.
than that, love you guys. Love you,
Have a
Brian.
great day. Talk to you later, Crypto Cody, brother.